Hopefully I'll stay connected. I'm just connected to this. I think I've got everything I need. Up early today. Don't know what happened to Saturday. I think I slept right through it. Waking up occasionally. Anyway, it's a nice sunny day. Gonna clean the sunglasses quickly. Right. Got the phone, we're connected. Got the Lucasade. Got a drone. In fact, I'm taking 2 drones out today, but I'm just going to take them one at a time. So I'm taking the Leto out first. Because I just bought a new, cost me 20 quid, I bought a new, obviously when my drone went down, it took me memory card with it, which DJI obviously don't replace. So I spent 20 quid, but I've got 128 gigs now on board the drone, so I can basically record for hours. Anyway. We need a drone license, we need a phone, which we're going to put in here. Hopefully that'll stop there for a second. I'll still keep the signal. Ain't got enough pockets today. Got some mail. Which came yesterday. Wow. That's just going down and down, man. I've got to ring them up. What deductions, man? So I've got to ring these universal credit people up. When you first go on there, you can get like an advance. Well, I fucking paid my advance. I'm still paying off. Well, I don't know what I'm paying off now. I'm still paying £60 to an advance payment, which I've already paid. Never mind, eh? It's because they ain't got a clue about me, man. Hello, mate. It's because I do everything verbally. Whenever I ring up, well, where's your fucking file and all that? Where's your journal? Well, I ain't got a journal, man. I do it all verbally. That's frozen. Either way, I paid my fucking advance back. See, what they're supposed to do, because I was on quite a high rate before, because of my disabilities, they have to match what I was getting, but now they're suddenly dropping below it, when what they actually originally said was it would be topped up to what it was, when it's not. It's dropped down by 30 quid. plus I'm still paying 60 quid, so that's £100. Do you know what I mean? I'm not fucking brilliant at maths, it's my worst subject. But even I can work that out. Fucking, I don't know. Anyway, good morning. Let's see if we can get out without dropping anything. So I've got my wireless on the phone on me, like the hotspot on the phone on. And I'm sort of connected to it, sort of via this one. Like that. Should stay connected hopefully. Anyway, it's quite nice out here, I'll just show you what's going on. It's all blue. There's not many people out and about. It's quite early. Don't know what happened to Saturday. I reckon I kept right the way through it. Well, waking up occasionally. But now, I thought I'd go out and I'm getting loads of messages because I've logged on this phone. I thought I'd get out with a drone. I'll take this drone out first, flat batteries, and then go and get the other one. I might even go for a wander this afternoon because it's quite nice out here at the minute. And there's not many people about. I was up, what time was I up? About 7. Something like that. Last thing I can remember is my mate brought me over that big bag of weed. I've still got a big bag of weed, but I think I had a couple of spliffs and went to sleep. Still got the tent up. In fact, I've spotted a couple of places around here you could sneakily put a camp up. I don't think you're allowed, but I think I spotted a couple of places. It took me a while to spot a few places, but I think there are a few. And we can obviously try out camping in a derelict building. I've found plenty of derelict buildings. I'm surprised them YouTubers ain't got in them. The ones that do the exploring and all that. I get quite into them. They're quite amusing. I could possibly do that myself. Yeah. Obviously they try not to break in, because if they just walk climbing through a window, it's not what they're doing, and they're YouTubing it all anyway, it's not burglary, like being a burglar or anything like that. It's just trespassing. But if they force a door or something on one of these buildings, then they're burglars. Don't matter whether you're YouTubing or not, you force the door. But if anything's open, you can just walk straight in, man. That's how a lot of these YouTubers get away with just randomly walking in places with the camera rolling and all that. Half the people that question them about what the law is and that don't know the law anyway. These drone ones make me laugh when the auditors go out, and a lot of these auditors are just there to get a reaction, but I can also see what they're actually doing, because some of these people come, oh, you can't fly that there, you can't do this, you can't do that, when obviously the drone pilot with a license is going to be far more qualified than just the average bod walking out of a building. It just cracks me up. But I think a lot of them auditors are there to just get a reaction, but there's a couple out there that do it properly. There's one guy that doesn't even swear, and he comes across a bit simple in some respects, but some of them have come out and right fucking, I don't know, insulted him really. But And then you've got the other one, that DJ audits. He went out with that old bloke who's called PJ Audits, right? And these security guards jumped on this old man, they were wrestling him to the floor and all sorts of bullshit, man. And he was an old guy. And these security guys were quite young. But I think he's took that to the police, and it's actually the security that are getting arrested and not him. But if you see what they've done to him, he's like an old man. You ain't got to jump on an old man like that. Do you know what I mean? You ain't got to do anything like that. And to be honest, them security, back in my day, the security would just take you around the corner, you know what I mean? You'd give you a good idea and you'd have a good rumble. But now they can't even touch you, basically. All the official ones, they can't even put like a hand on you or anything. As soon as they do that, that's assault. As soon as they go to do that, you can actually put in legally what's called a preemptive strike. And what that is you've got you've seen that he's going to strike you, but you've just been quicker than him. You've got him. That's called a preemptive strike. That's legal, man. Completely legal. I've never had to use that or anything out here, man. I suppose the worst I encountered was in my village at Blomberg with all the gob. But in the end, I just told them there's nothing I can do against women, do you know what I mean? Except give them a bit of verbal back. But I called her the C word. But around here, all I've had is inquiries. People asking. I'd say 99% of people that I come across when I'm out with my drone, just curious. What I found though is if I wear my proper ID and that, it keeps a lot of people away who would normally might come up to me. I guess I look more official with that on. Not that I tell people to go away if they do come up, because I'm quite talkative anyway, do you know what I mean? I'm not sitting here growling waiting for someone to come up. I'm quite mellow. Don't get me wrong though, at the flick of a switch I could become unmellow, if you get me. If someone wanted to go down that way, that don't really bother me. Someone wants to start getting right, someone wants to be more than verbal, wants to start getting near me and all that, I won't be having none of that. I've got a personal bit of space. Not that I'd punch someone right in the head, but I'd push them away to start with. That wouldn't bother me. Then obviously if they keep coming for you, you can do what the law says, which is just knock them right out, man. You can even make a citizen's arrest, not that I'll be making one of them. I ain't got time for fucking all that business. And then I think the app updated and it kind of closed me down for a second. What we're going to do is cross the road, try not to get run over. Just going to head down to the pier. Perhaps we'll go after this car. A little bit less traffic on that road today. Who's that, the policeman? Definitely a police car. Got a police station just up there. Medway Police, whatever it is. I believe that used to be called by something else, that station, but I've not been banged up in too many stations over this way in my younger days. When I was a young offender, they put me in Rochester prison, which is Medway. That's my first trip ever into Medway. It was when I was 17. Getting locked up for 2 weeks. What it was, I was driving a car on a ban, and then the next day I went out and drove it on a ban again. But when they caught me the second time, the little old magistrate said, oh, I'm going to remand you now because I think you're going to go out and do it a third time. I said, oh, am I? And that was it. That was my first taste of prison, was Rochester. And that 2 weeks seemed like 2 years, man. And then I went back to court after 2 weeks, and the same old lady that had locked me up let me out for another 4 weeks. But then after them 4 weeks, she got all the reports, and then she sentenced me to 6 months and 3 days young offenders. So that's where I went off to Hollesley Bay, which is where all them Essex boys met. But I was there in '88. I was there long before them. I was there with another breed of Essex fucking boys, which was all right. I got on with them. Yeah, that was. I spent my 18th birthday in there. So that's why I'll never forget that, man. Hollesley Bay is Suffolk. Crazy experience. Most violentest place I've ever been in my life, to be honest with you. And that basically, they housed youth from the age of 17 up to 21. Obviously I was 17, so I was at the bottom of the scale. But yeah, crazy. It's probably why it don't faze me out here too much. I think once you've walked along a prison landing for the first time, you've just got there and everyone looks around at you. I think that's a lot more intimidating than anything I could encounter out here. That's why I just go with it out here. I don't even think about it. In fact, I could do them YouTube videos as well, because I see lots of videos, oh, this is the most dangerous place, and they go in and that. And I think I could do that, and I think I could show that a lot of these places ain't no dangerous at all, man. I think a lot of it's perception on how people perceive things. Don't get me wrong, it could be, I've done it in Birmingham as well. I've gone to probably out in the most dangerous areas, but it depends what you're doing there, you know what I mean? If you're there wheeling and dealing, you're gonna you know what I mean? The chances of you entering into something right dodgy is gonna be higher, but I'm just strolling about. If anyone came up to me and asked me what I was doing, I asked them, well, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? But I see some of these videos which just clearly just made up, I think, a lot of them. And obviously they're walking around YouTubing, sticking their cameras right in people's faces and shit. And obviously I ain't doing that, I just sit here, talk to the fucking camera. But chances are, around here anyway, a majority of them wouldn't even know what I was talking about. There's that many foreigners that I doubt the foreigners can understand what I'm talking about. I would presume some of my YouTubers probably, I know some of them have your subtitles on, which is all mad. This is quite mad. Look down here. Go way out there. And the sea is out at the minute. We'll have a walk down, so there's no fishing. Might be some fishermen, but we're going to put the drone up anyway. A couple of Sainsbury's trolleys in there. We've got the restored ship, the Medway Queen, which is up here. I don't think there's anyone fishing at the minute. Tough shit, I'll still put my drone up. Oh. I like the old channels it leaves on the way out. It leaves little like channels out. Got the Medway Queen, which is that one. It's an old steamship. Obviously when the water comes in, this starts moving about a bit more. You see the channels it leaves though. It comes in and out twice a day. Is that someone fishing? Possibly. All that happens is I put my drone up and they go, oh, ask me a million questions. That's the Midway Queen here. I've never been on there, but I might actually pay to go on there one day and have a look around. It's all wooden inside, it's very, very posh. And that was restored, basically. You've got the Invicta horse up there, which is basically a symbol for Kent. Which is again here, like the Invicta horse. Basically, if you look at photos for Kent, our symbol is that horse there. You can imagine all the people that was originally on there and that back in the day. You've had to have a fat wallet, man, that's what I expect to get on now. These are these little channels I'm on about. It forms different little channels each time. It's quite mad. Yeah, that was all restored. What the vent things are. You would presume the water level would be below that. I suppose in rough sea. Looking out onto the River Medway that goes out to sea. You've got Essex right over there. You've got the Isle of Grain out there. You've got the Hoo. This is basically the Hoo Peninsula. See them little channels that go all the way out. The Midway Queen, Rochester. Gosh, that's a beautiful morning out here. Steps down here. Birds, man. Got some graffiti up here. You come down here at about 4 in the morning, get the old foxes to come down. Fishermen out fishing. You've got like Chatham up there. I don't know whether the water's coming in or going out. I think 11 o'clock. So I was talking to a fella there the other day. I think he said it comes in twice a day. I believe at 11 o'clock. Or something like that. Pesky birds, man. Anyway, I'm going to put the drone up over there, I think. Hello there to anyone in the chat room. It's just a bit bright here at the minute. I'm on this other phone today, which means I can see a little bit more. Yeah, it's quite warm actually in the sun. Again, I think it's a little bit cooler than what it has been. I could be wrong though. I know something, I've got to get out of this sun, man. Right, and I've got to fly the drone away from the sun. I think the other day, where I was flying quite a bit with the sun behind my drone, it was just a nightmare trying to look at the drone. So now if you lose your drone and you lose visual contact, it's quite easy to bring it back where it is by looking at the screen. As long as you can read the maps and all that. And again, your drone test won't even mention a map. Might mention satellites though. Obviously it's the satellites that lock onto my drone, which keep it hovering in position. Without them satellites, it would just wobble about a lot. Not that your drone test goes deeply into technical stuff anyway. That's just me getting more technical, but when I started, I didn't really know jack shit. Now look at me. I don't think a lot of people know a lot, really. The amount of questions I get asked, but I'm quite happy to answer whatever, man. Be it on a video, be it on out here. A lot of people stop me out here. Get some droners that go, oh, can you wait till I got the drone down? But I just talk to them while I got the drone up. You know what I mean? If you're out there flying a drone and somebody just talking to you is distracting you, fair enough, bring your drone down, but I'm quite capable of talking to 2 or 3 people and still knowing where my drone is, do you know what I mean? And I've got ADHD, but I suppose really where I'm right into this hobby, I'm super focused, so I know where the drone is even when I'm talking to someone. There's a drone just there, out there somewhere. I'll get out that sun now. What I also do on my radios is listen in down here to all the boats, and you get the life rafts and all that. Well, that's nice in the shade. That's bearable, I think. And I think yesterday when I was having my mega sleep, I think the policeman rung that's now got the case for Clarion, and he's left his number, and obviously Kent Police, but he's a PC, whoever he is. Let's hope he's got more brain cells than Clarion. Chances are he's going to have. Plus it's a straightforward case, man. It's no if and or ahhing. Yeah, I missed his call, but I got his answer phone message. In fact, we'll get the drone up over here. If I can stick this phone somewhere. I might have a vape first, I reckon. Oh look, I've just seen some... Oh, my name's Philip. I haven't seen your channel, I don't think. Good morning. Or good afternoon, or maybe it's good evening. I'm just going to have a vape, and we're going to get going now. Gonna have to connect this one though to the drone. I'm also connected to the Wi-Fi. Basically the Wi-Fi is on this one, so which is what you're picking up there, the hotspot. Or what I'm picking up rather. Got the Leto drone. Whack this here. Put my little sticks on. Turn the controller on. Oh, he's doing, he's whacking these up. I basically just got the drone down there. I'm just going to connect to it, or well, turn the screen, on here. out what it's going to do. Connect straight to the picture on the drone. And basically, that's it, just hovering now. Anyway, I'll be back later.